So I encourage you to go through the chapter in my book, Skin Picking, The Freedom to Finally Stop. Go through the question your thoughts chapter and start to jot down all the questions that you, or all of the thoughts that get you into trouble, you know, all the negative thoughts that you frequently have, and then especially all the thoughts that get you to pick. And I want you to then think of what are some thoughts that you can answer yourself with that will get you away from picking. And I want you to take a piece of paper, divide it in half. One half is on the left side, you've got the troublesome thoughts, let's say. And on the right side, you've got the positive thoughts, or the answers to those thoughts on the left-hand side. And what I want you to do is just, you know, really become aware of your thoughts over a period. Do this over a period of maybe a week, is keep adding to the left side and keep, you know, just trying different answers. Like, the shorter or the more memorable, the better. And chances are in the beginning, just doing this exercise of writing them down, it's gonna help, but it might not be enough. So you might still have the left-hand thoughts, the like, I need to smooth this out. You know, that thought is gonna enter your head so many times, and a lot of times you don't think to, like, it takes too long to have to think of like, well, what do I say instead? How am I supposed to do this? So you really need to get it down fast. Okay, so what I've discovered with my clients is like, not only do you need to write this down, but you need to do flashcards. Okay, so you can either get your old-fashioned flashcards. I've got, you know, like these guys. I didn't write anything on them, but or there's an app that some of my clients really like called Brainscape. That's fantastic, because you can have that on your phone. You can have the, you know, enter your questions and answers, and then practice over and over again. Okay, so the idea is that, you know, when you've got that troublesome thought entering your head, boom, you're gonna automatically have the other thought in your head. So to get there takes practice. So I want to show you this app called Brainscape, and one of my clients, actually, she told me about this, and she'd been using it really successfully. So she really drilled in these thoughts, these answering thoughts, and which are allowing her to refrain from picking. So for example, she's got the thought, this is what it looks like on your phone when you can study it. And will it give you the mirror image? That's right. But anyway, it says, if I don't deal with this spot, it will be there forever. And you need to choose, you need to think, okay, what's the answer to this? How would you answer that? If you have that thought, if I don't pick this spot, it'll be there forever. How about something like, it won't be there forever? This is a lie I'm telling myself, okay, right? Because we lie to ourselves all the time. So you can say, that's a lie, it won't be there, picking won't help, let it heal. Any of these things. Now, I don't remember what, I've actually never looked at this point, how she answered it, but let's see. She just said, like everything in the world, my skin is always changing. So, you know, for her, that means that the spot's not going to be there forever if she doesn't touch it. Okay, so let's look at another one. Okay, and then what it does, actually, once you've done that, it lets you choose how well did you know this. So if you didn't know this at all, if you were racking your brain for what your answer should be, hit 1 for not at all, because that card will come up again very often. If you feel like you got this, finally, like, you know, you're coming up with the answer like this for something, then you pick 5 perfectly. And then anywhere in between, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the rainbow. So it's really good. Like, you know, the ones that you don't know, you can tell it to come up more often. So anyway, this is just giving you an idea of this Brainscape app. I think it's fantastic. And I think I'm going to encourage more and more clients of mine to use it now that I've checked it out myself and see, like, this is really powerful. And this is something, obviously, you know, when you have it on your phone, you can just pick it up whenever. You know, it's great to do a little bit every day. And then pretty soon you're going to have these great, you know, success-making thoughts in your head all the time. So, you know, with a little bit of work, you can be really successful at getting yourself not to pick, okay? Now, sometimes it's really hard just to strategize, just to figure out what thoughts are getting you into trouble and all that. If you have trouble with that, you can certainly contact me. So 3 things you need to do in order to change your thoughts. First, you need to recognize the troublemaking thought in the first place and write it down. Second, you need to choose a thought that you'd like to have that's going to have the desired effect. So let's say the thought that's going to get you not to pick or get you away from picking. Whatever the answer is to the number 1 thought you have as number 2 thought, the new thought that you're going to put in. The third thing that you need to do after you write those 2 things down is you need a system to practice. So that's where either your manual flashcards or the Brainscape app comes in, and you gotta just practice it. You know, just sit down a little bit each day. You know, even when you're idle, if there's some free time, or you know, you're standing in line, or you're I don't know, waiting for something, or just in the morning right away before you go to bed, whatever it is, the situation, but just fit it in. You know, a couple minutes a day, practice your thoughts, drill your thoughts, and they will start to work for you.